Hey guys, so let's talk about segmentation and specifically segmentation when it comes to your CRM, your list, your database, all of that value, that contact information that ultimately makes you money. So let me take you back and set the scene. I was on our group coaching call this morning with a handful of our clients, and one of our clients, Sean, actually, we were talking to him about his email campaign, and he's in the travel industry and he's about to send one of his first campaign emails out via our CRM. And in his email, he's actually highlighting three different travel opportunities that he's got on the market. One in Madagascar and two others elsewhere. And one of the things that we're talking about was, okay, well, each one of these little topics, if you like, has got a call to action. It's got a link that's going somewhere in the email. It's going to a page on his website. And I was like, how important is it for you to be able to not only track who has clicked that link for Madagascar or one of the other two areas, but how important is it for you to be able to identify who's clicked, but then be able to follow them up? And not necessarily just follow them up immediately, but have those individuals segmented into the database so that you can start to build a list of people who might be interested in Madagascar or any other form of travel as you start sending more and more emails. And Sean was like, yeah, it would be very important. And I put that question to our wider community. And of course, the answer is, well, of course, yeah. How do we do that? Because as we know, and we hear people say all the time, the riches are in the niches. And this is what we're talking about here when it comes to segmentation and in your CRM. The riches are in those little micro segmentations. Now, let me play devil's advocate here, because a lot of people go, well, how big's the database? How many people are going to click? How many people are we going to follow up? It doesn't matter if you've got a database of 100,000 people or 1,000 people or 500 people for all that matter. We really want to understand, what we really want to focus on here is, once again, that segmentation. Because even if you only had 3 people that clicked that link that were interested in Madagascar, imagine if the value of each one of those trips is like $20,000. All of a sudden, you've identified $60,000 in potential opportunity value from 3 people who have clicked those links, right? From that side. So it gives you that ability to be able to actually segment and make some follow-up decisions. So let's talk about the segmentation and follow-up. So what I suggested to do here with Sean and the other members in our community was start to think about, in that magical world, what would we really like to have happen? And some of the things that can come to mind are, okay, well, when somebody segments that, maybe what we want to do is maybe have like a 20-minute delay, 3-minute delay, an hour delay, whatever it is, a day delay. And then we might actually just want to send them an email. And the email could just be like, hey, I noticed that you had some interest in Madagascar. Did you get a chance to go and review our fact sheet over here? Link it back to that web page. By the way, if you've got any questions around budgets, around itinerary timeframes, anything along those lines, just hit reply and I'll be happy to answer any questions, or schedule a call with me here, or give me a call, whatever call to action you want on there, so we can send an email within a specified period of time. Right. The other thing that we could do is, if you've got a team, which Sean does, it might be great. Maybe we want to actually allocate a task to one of our travel consultants so they can go and follow up this lead. So all of a sudden we create a task off the back of someone simply clicking a link, created a task, and then that's scheduled for that person to go and follow up immediately, a day, a couple of days down the track. The other thing that we can do is we can go, well, if we do want to identify this person and be able to go in a period of time. So let's say we are now 6 months from where we are in the future, and we want to go, okay, how many people on our database have shown an interest or expressed an interest by viewing this particular page over the last 6 months? So great, we can apply a tag, search for that tag 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 months from now, whatever that is, and pull a list, 3 people, 50 people, 100 people, and start to build more content around that. More importantly, and more, I suppose, something that we need to consider more often is, based on that tag segmentation and all of our consistency of emails that we're sending to our database over time, we can actually start to see which areas or which locations or which product or solution that you have that our database is actually really interested in. Like we might find in Sean's case that Madagascar has got like a low level of interest, but Tanzania, for example, might have an extremely high area of interest. So when we start to have a look at that, he can start to have a look at his offerings that he's making to the marketplace and really once again niche down, maybe offer some more areas in Tanzania versus Madagascar, maybe change the offering up slightly. You've got more intelligence to play with from that side. We can put some notes against the contact, all of these bits and pieces. And finally, what I was going to say is based on these segmentations, we might want to increase or decrease an engagement score. And finally, and further, and most importantly, we might want to add them to some type of audience if we're doing some Facebook marketing, some Google Ads marketing, some YouTube marketing, whatever that marketing, LinkedIn marketing, we might want to add those segmented people into those audiences. So I covered a lot in this short video, and really the premise and the crust of it comes down to this. You know, when we're sending emails, we're not just sending an email. We've got to think of the bigger picture of what can happen as a result of us sending this email. How can we ensure that we're maximizing the engagement and most importantly, the return on every single email that we are sending to our client group, our prospects, our clients, and all of that. And this is just one of those ways. So segmentation is the key. There's a whole bunch of processes and little bits and pieces, but we really want to be thinking about how can we best segment this information from a click in an email so that we can follow up and further monetize in a shorter period of time so we're not leaving money on the table left, right, and center. Anyway, guys, it's John Bellamy here. I hope you found that of value. If you like and subscribe to this video, you'll be kept up to date. And by always, if you've got any questions, concerns, comments, anything like that, drop me a comment below and I'd be more than happy to help out. Have a great day.